just finished doing one tutorial. We'll do another one. This one is on an anchor stake. Anchor stake is basically a big, giant pole. Oops. I'm in my basement. First time I've been in my basement. Really. I mean, come down here. Never really spent time here. Sort of a cave. So, what is an anchor stake? Anchor stake sounds like what it is. In shallow waters, you've seen power poles on bass boats. Basically, it's a pole that motorizes and goes down and sticks into the ground underneath the bass boat, and it becomes basically, they stake the boat to that spot. Well, on a kayak, you could put a power pole. It's expensive, $400 or whatever it might be. You could buy these things, by Yak Attack and other companies. Only about $40, 50, maybe 70, depending. Or you can make your own for less than $10. That's what we're going to do today. A stake is basically something that you are going to shove into the ground below you and tether your boat to it with a rope. Simple as that, huh? So it'll have a rope attached to it, and I'll tether my kayak to it in order to stay put instead of dropping anchor all the time. Another nice thing about these is that it makes a really good push rod, for you to sort of sneak up on the fish. This is a garden stake. It's made out of steel, but super, super light, really light. It's a steel core. And it has a point to it right there. So it's heavy duty, sturdy stake. Got this over at Home Depot. I don't go to Lowe's because Lowe's are a bad company. I don't like them. They bought my company and closed them down. And they got rid of me, although technically it was voluntary. But it wasn't voluntary. Because I got a license plate number for a fleeing felon. So, this has little, got little ridges on it, which is nice. It gives you a grip on it. So, if you're not doing it from the top and you can't reach the top and you're like 4 feet of water because it's 8 feet long, you can grab it from the side and push it in using this, because these little ridges actually give you grip. But we're going to put a handle on top. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do that with PVC. So, these are my parts. These are 3/4 inch. You can see 3/4 inch there. And I got a T, I got caps, and then I got, sort of a spare piece. This right here is a cutter for my PVC so I can make what's called nipples. Yes, you heard me right. In plumbing, a piece of pipe that connects two other pieces of pipe internally. These are males and this is a female. I don't know, plumbers. But you got a male, you got female, and now we're going to create two nipples with this. So, the way these things go, it's a ratchet, and we're going to, what this does is the more you do this, it cuts it in little increments. So, so you open it up like that, and in order to create a nipple, we only need about 1.5 inches in order to do it. So what you do, sort of, I got plenty of pipe if I make a mistake, so okay. And you're just going to squeeze this. And what ends up happening is that it's just going to cut through it in a ratchet fashion. Don't put your fingers in there, you will lose them. And that's a nipple. What a nipple does, it attaches two males. Like that. But I didn't want it that long, I guess. We'll put it all the way in. So we're going to do that. That's fine, it'll work. We'll do another one. You just open it up. Put your pipe in it. So open it, put your pipe in it, and you're just going to cut it like scissors. I mean, it cuts through PVC like scissors on paper. All right, so now I got my T, got my nipple. I'm going to push that all the way in with glue, and I got my cap. So I'm going to do it on the other side. So that's what we're going to do. So I got PVC glue. Voila. It is really tight. Jiminy Christmas. Lid's on good. Oh, got it. All right, these things, they have a brush. So what you're going to do is liberally go on the inside and put the glue in there. Just like that. You can do that on the other one, on the caps. Just liberally put it in there. And then, tough lid. We're going to put the nipples in there. Press down on it, on the workbench. Press down. One's going to be a little longer than the other. That's all right. It gives me more grip. Basically, I'm just pushing down on there. So that's my handle for it. So now, it's not a perfect fit on this thing. So I'm going to put that on there, like that. So, I don't think PVC glue will work on this. So I'm going to have to drill a hole on this. And, there we go. Drill a hole through it. And, see. Drill a hole. Something coming down. Alright. Alright, so here we go. I need a screw. Know what size hole I want to drill, so. Alright. I need a tough screw. No jokes. Alright. This is a good sheet metal screw. So that's a good sheet metal screw. See if I got one on the other side of this thing. See if I got a long one. I'm going to put glue in it just because it might work. I don't know. Oh, you always find what you need after you don't need it. Isn't that true? Alright, there you go. Alright, so we're going to put some glue in here. All the way down. Doesn't see until it gets down deep and the actual teeth. And we're just going to put that on there like that. Now, we're going to take a bit. Let's see, make sure it's the right size. Always hold it in front of the screw and see if you can see threads behind it. And you can. Try. We'll pilot it with that one. All right, good. Now, this drill has several different functions. Hammer, and drill, and screw. So when you put drill, it's full torque. So what you want to do is now I'm going to go into the stake. Great. Left my bit behind. That happens once in a while. Leave your bit behind. Pull it out. And I'll put my screwdriver back in it. A little bit of torque. Always go light on torque. This is a little bit up, but can't go down. Alright. That is a anchor stake with a handle. It's not going to come off. We screwed it into the steel. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that. There it goes. It's a tent stake, or an anchor stake. This one's 8 feet long. Can't even get it in the whole thing, so. Whoa, look at that. Handle. And that, all I got to do now is tie a rope to it. And when I'm fishing in shallow area, which in Oregon, all these lakes are shallow right now. I don't know if it's because of the drought or, Klamath Lake is the largest lake in the state. It's the one right in my backyard. It's 25 miles long, 8 miles wide. Average depth, 8 feet. I actually ran aground in the middle of that stupid lake. That was a mile from shore. So, many spots. It's very mushy bottoms, grass and sand or dirt bottoms, clay. And so this is going to work really good. I run into very few rocky places up here. So my best trout spots are going to be where there's grass. So they like grass. Where there's grass, there's bass. So that is the summation of this tent stake, anchor stake. I'll put details in the description below. And anyway, this cost me $10 for this, and it's made of steel. It's got a grip all the way down it. Now, one thing you might want to put on it is maybe a float tube piece in case you lose it. It'll float. So I don't think this will float. I doubt it. I'm sure it'll sink. But I will always have a rope tied to it. So there you go. There you go. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys. So we did a sonar pod today. And this right here, we attached my new fish finder on my sonar pod. If you want to look at that, please go to that tutorial. It was real easy. And we did this stake. Keep your lines tight. Please subscribe. And I'll try to get on the water as soon as all this snow sort of subsides, and I might go down to The California side, I don't know. Some place that the lake's not frozen over. Anyway, take care, guys. Have fun.